Hello everybody, my name is Nasty Mold, and in this video we are going to get all of today's daily stuff done. We're going to get our seasonal candles, we'll do our quests, we'll get information on today's shard event, we'll get our treasure cakes, we'll do it all. But first up, we're going to do our seasonal candles. There is a double seasonal candle event on right now. So we have 4 of these to find in the upper social space, and we have 4 more to find around the ice rink. Collecting all 8 of these is going to give us 2 seasonal candles, a random clock in our way, cool. We'll get 2 total seasonal candles once we forge after collecting these. So there's our first 4, that means we already have 1 seasonal candle down. Let's head down towards the ice rink where we have our final 4, and then we're done. Just fly right into the middle and they should be pretty easy to spot. We have one by the map shrine right here. One just across here, kind of in front of that doorway ahead of us. We have one just behind the pillar here, and then one on the bridge. And that is our final 4, giving us 8 in total. Again, we'll forge, and we should get 2 seasonal candles. Awesome, so with all those found, let's get started on today's daily quests. To catch the light in the Valley of Triumph, all we have to do is find this light that is flying around the ice rink area. It's pretty easy to catch when you're first flying down. That's what I'd recommend doing, but you can always just fly up like I did. To race down the slopes with the skater, we first have to enter the Village of Dreams, which we can find the entrance in the very beginning of the Valley of Triumph. This quest is pretty annoying. I mean, it's not too bad, but if you slow down at any point, you probably have to redo it, and that part is pretty annoying. So what I would recommend is, if you have enough light, to fly up until we reach this cloud, and it will recharge us again. And then from there, we can make our way flying up the mountain by following the path of the cloud. And if you don't have enough light, there is no problem at all with just taking the gondola up. No problem. This way is just a little bit faster. So you can see there's a spirit on the slope there. That is the spirit we have to start to do this quest. And yeah, like I said, we have to be super fast. If we're slow at all, we have to redo it. So to the best of our ability, we're going to have to slide down and get all of these little memories as we go down. If you miss any or you're too slow, it's okay. It'll actually just teleport you back to the top. So it's not too bad. The thing I find most annoying is the camera angles. Why does this race have camera angles? It makes no sense. And if you hold down forwards, while going through a camera angle, it'll usually set you off course. So I recommend, if you're about to hit one of these things, stop pushing forwards. That way you don't veer super off course in a weird way. But here is the finish line. Woo! And just like that, we are done. To visit the hot spring, all we have to do is go into the Village of Dreams area. You can find the entrance directly towards your right when you first enter the Valley of Triumph. We're then going to fly all the way up on the right hand side here to the top of this mountain, and here we will find a secret little hot spring. For this quest, we do have to wait here for 60 seconds, so let's get close. Let's get snug in the hot spring and wait 60 seconds. And once that time passes, our quest will finally complete. Today's spirit we live is the Peaking Postman, and we can find them in the Village of Dreams. I'm just going to show you where exactly for the newer players, but we just have to go through the Dreams entrance, which is in the very, very beginning of the Valley of Triumph. Just off to the right hand side. And we're going to slide all the way down and make our way towards the Dreams Guide. So there's the Dreams Guide right in front of us. We're just going to fly over, and right behind this building, we have the Peaking Postman. They are super easy to relive. We just have to follow them around a couple nooks and crannies and up the hill a bit, and the spirit is complete. Today's daily treasure candles can be found in the Golden Wasteland, and today we have a double treasure candle event, so we should have 8 to find instead of the regular 4. We of course have our first 2 in the social space, one kind of right behind where we spawn in and one in front of us. And the rest are all below, so let's head down this little cloud tunnel. And our next 2 treasure candles can be found in this first area. One is right in the middle of these crabs, and one is in the exit over here, headed towards the graveyard area of the wasteland. So right here. We have 2 more in the next area. For these ones, we're going to have to pass that first krill, so I'm just going to skip ahead. And we have one in the first, big bone cave. Right here, and then the next one is a little tricky because you actually have to go through a lot of krill. This one is basically in the very middle of this area, but it is in a place where you should be relatively safe. Right in front of this krill, which is now misbehaving, going backwards for some reason. Oh, and now forwards. Okay. We have 2 more treasure cakes to find. We're going to head over towards the right side of this area and go through that barrier ahead. Be careful of all the krill again. They're all going in random directions. Now going through this barrier is going to bring us to the shipwreck area. Once we're in here, there's another krill we have to avoid, but we're going to head to the very back of the boat. I'm going a somewhat weird route through this thing because I think the krill might see me. But we can see our treasure cake on the very back. Alright, and one more is in the battlefield area. So we're going to fly all the way up here and go to the final area just before the temple. Now we're just going to fly over the wall and we can find our very last treasure cake right here. And that is all 8 treasure cakes today. A little tricky to find, but honestly not too hard. Today's shard event will take place in the Daylight Prairie Butterfly Fields, and it is a black shard. This shard event is extremely easy to do if I am remembering correctly, very simple, and it will award us with regular candles upon completion. So this shard will fall in the Butterfly Fields, which is the first area of the Daylight Prairie, and it will fall at the listed times on the screen here. These are in PDT or PST time, and if you want to convert them into your own time zone, I do have a converter linked in the description. So yeah, it should drop somewhere on the left or the right hand side, and it will be very easy. And yeah, that is today's shard event in the Daylight Prairie. And that is all of the daily stuff in the Valley of Triumph for today. Thank you so much as always for watching, you guys. I hope you found this helpful, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.